No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
The Memphis police chief speaks out in a recorded statement, making clear there will be absolute accountability for those responsible for the death of 29-year-old Tyre Nichols.
This is not just a professional failing. This is a failing of basic humanity toward another individual. This incident was heinous, reckless, and inhumane.
Nichols died earlier this month after a violent arrest by 5 officers. 5 Memphis police officers and 2 members of the Memphis Fire Department have been terminated. Nichols' family is calling for charges to be filed as the community anxiously awaits the police camera footage to be released.
Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name!
Within 24 hours, the death of another black man in police custody unleashes a fury that has existed for generations.
And the death of an unarmed black man.
George Floyd!
It has been incredibly difficult to prosecute a police officer successfully.
I'm here because I'm sick and tired.
In the 1980s, police in America looked more like this. The U.S.'s crime rate had been doing this, and President Reagan called for the military to work more directly with the police for the war on drugs.
Drugs are menacing our society. We must move to strengthen law enforcement activities.
Congress agreed, and over the next few years passed a series of bills to give police access to military bases and equipment, for the National Guard to assist police with drug operations, for the military and police to train together, and eventually to have the military loan police departments their excess leftover equipment for free. This would become known as the 1033 program. Police departments got assault rifles like M16s, armored trucks, and even grenade launchers. And before long, it started to have an effect on how police police. We can see that in the number of times SWAT teams were used. Departments that had deployed them about once a month in the 80s were using them more than 80 times a year by 1995. Almost all of these deployments were for drug-related search warrants, usually forced entry searches called no-knock warrants. The police were becoming militarized, and people noticed. This 1997 article said it made police look like an occupying army.